I'll show you my first game. I'll just show you the critical errors I made. First of all, the opening. I played as black. Um, so queen or this was the first time I had an opponent as white played d4, and this is my weakest response. I do not know Declined or Slav very well because for years when I was playing Blitz and not studying, I played the Albin counter gambit, which for Blitz is super fun, but for goodness is not very good. And so now that I'm trying to get better at chess, I don't play Albin, but I do not have a better response. So I was uncomfortable in this position. um, and Fluffy, to answer your question, when I'm sitting at the board, do I feel like I have to move fast when it's my turn? Yes and no. My first tournament, no, my second tournament, I lost. Let me walk that back. I drew because I ran out of time. And because it's 45-minute games and I'm used to playing online rapid games, I haven't quite figured out the time management. So I don't move fast because my board vision over the board is still very, very weak. But I haven't found the balance of how long do you spend on moves that you're pretty sure about and how long do you spend on moves that you're not sure about. So time is a factor. Um, and Steve, you saw two alligators next to your house? Oh, I don't know if I would take alligators or snakes. I really don't. A long think is a bad think. In general, yes, but since my board vision over the board is so weak, it's kind of like I just have to calibrate so I make sure I'm not blundering. Okay, so for example, opening an opening with principles that I am well familiar with. I play online often. I know what I'm doing here. So far all book moves, just unpinning my knight, right? They take, okay, that's fine. I should take back. Okay, I don't. That's fine. Um I do this. They're already up a pawn. What the hell am I doing here? What am I doing here? Oh, but it gets worse. They take, yeah, sure. Now, if you were me in this position, and you're now down two pawns, white has captured two of my pawns for free, what would you do in this position? Would you A, do this? Would you B, do this? Would you C, do this? Options to regain a pawn abound. Or D, none of the above. What am I doing? What am I doing? It was at this point that I was like, I've literally lost my mind. Literally have lost my mind. Because of course they keep eating my pawns. So yeah. Yeah, this is game one. It was Pac-Man, and I was so shaken at this point. It just okay, at least opponent's only up one pawn now, right? So the game continues. I'm not gonna go into super depth here. I started not losing my mind quite as much. I liked this move a lot. Um, and then I was like, pawn structure, heh. It doesn't matter though, because I'm about to really biff it. Um, wait for the biff, wait for it. Do you see the biff? I didn't see the biff. Or biff potential. It's not a biff yet because I can have some counter play here. But this was the biff. Do you see the problem? Do you see the problem? Because I sure as heck didn't. And now in this position. Okay, I'm losing a rook. Um Now, in this position, what do you do? Because bishop here, also in trouble, right? Also in trouble. So I have 1, 2, 3, and if bishop goes here, 4 things that are all like all of my pieces are hanging at once. Yeah, there's very little recovering from this. But of course I chose the absolute worst thing. Because that's just a free rook. There's no exchange. And I'm like, well, by golly, I have a pawn. No, I don't. And so it's at this point that white just has a winning advantage, and opponent was playing very, very well. And I forget exactly where I resign. Where is it? I resign here because their pawn is passing. There's no way for me to recover and coordinate my pieces well enough to continue fighting. And I was so mortified by my opening and then missing this in the middle game that I was like, okay, lick my wounds and move on to round 2. So this game very well exemplifies the kind of chess that I was playing on Saturday. Yeah, yeah. But opponent played very well in this game. His name was Rohan. I think he was probably about 12 or 13. And he was provisionally rated. He was new to Over the Board, but he didn't seem to have the same Over the Board vision problems as me, and I think he's underrated because, yeah, he played well with his mistakes. I think were just missing ways to punish me. He didn't make anything that like hung his own material. Not really.